we continue discussing the new vehicles, and this time we'd like to talk about the ground. Please welcome an American heavy tank whose impressive size and unique transmission somewhat remind us of a train. The name of this giant is the T1E1 90. This is one of the very few tanks in history equipped with an electric transmission. It allows the vehicle to move at the same speed both forward and in reverse. On the one hand, the 800 horsepower engine can only accelerate the vehicle to 37 kilometers an hour. On the other hand, this is one of those cases where you don't really need more. The T1 is slow but steady. Besides, its great reverse speed can solve an important issue. We mean the frontal armor that's clearly insufficient against guns used by its counterparts. The sophisticated shape of the gun mantlet can sometimes make a stray shell ricochet, but this isn't the type of luck you'd want to rely on. And the solution to this is pretty weird. Just turn your back on the enemy. You might say, but the rear armor is even thinner. Well, yes, but there's also the huge engine compartment that can protect the crew from damage. And losing mobility for some time is better than seeing the hangar screen right away. Still, this trick isn't applicable everywhere. Sometimes moving backwards creates issues on its own. For instance, when you turn a corner in an urban environment, or fight in a position with an incline. The main difference this new modification brings is the armament. The new main caliber is a 90mm cannon that can fire capped shells with almost 185mm of armor penetration up close. It's clearly better than the old 76mm cannon, and there's also double the amount of explosives inside the shell here. In the game, it means that the new gun can damage pretty much any opponent, and your first hit will destroy the target most of the time. The only thing the new cannon is missing is a vertical stabilizer, but you can still fire on the move. The ride is smooth enough. On the left side of the main caliber, you can see an extra 37mm gun. It can't handle heavy enemies on its own, but it's an amazing auxiliary caliber.